What's going on YouTube? Today I got a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and going to swap out the catalytic converter today. As you can see, I already have it out. It wasn't too much of a headache to get to, but I just wanted to touch bases on a couple things that I saw in some other videos to try to get some help on this. First things first, new exhaust clamp and 2 new oxygen sensors to go with the new catalytic converter. This old one, as you can see, these bolts get pretty rusted, and you just want to go ahead and cut that off. So I use my angle grinder to do that. But as far as getting it off, in some videos I saw people going through this little access panel right here to try to get access to the bolts, and the 2 top bolts are no problem. This front lower bolt is no problem, but there's a bolt toward the back that sits on this flange right here, and when removing it, you don't have to back the bolts all the way out, but I am going to need to take the bolts all the way out so that I can get the new exhaust, gasket on there. But yeah, so to get to this thing, a lot of people are going through this little flap. Like I said, it's a 10mm bolt, and you can take that flap off and see the bolts that you need to get to. But getting them off through that flap was a little hard for me, so I was going to take the alternator off. Instead, I just disconnected the battery so I could work behind the alternator, and just took my hand, fished it around to the bolt that I needed to access. Sorry if the video flips upside, but you got bolts, 2 bottom bolts, then the 2 top bolts, and I was able to literally just throw my hand around the alternator and on my tippy toes a little bit, but that gave me enough room to get a ratchet 10mm wrench in there and give me clearance to give me space to access these bolts to get them off. So now, like I said, I got to swap out this exhaust gasket, so I'm going to take the bolts all the way out, but even that is much easier with the alternator disconnected, so you're not catching any potential discharge, or not getting shocked or anything. As far as getting the oxygen sensors off, the top oxygen sensor, I just stood on this tire and was able to reach my hand down in there and get it at the correct angle to just clamp it, pull it off. The bottom one, I had to go in feet first underneath here and reach my arm up through the on the side of the catalytic converter to get to the oxygen sensor on this side. So again, I'm not gonna do it this time, but feet first, and the connector for the other oxygen sensor is that white connector right there. So yeah, it will be better with your right arm if you can get up in there with your right arm, because you'll have, you'll be able to access it easier with your right arm. But yeah, long story short, just wanted to give a quick run through on that. But yeah, as I was saying before, I got this new cat in here. I don't have the top bolts in yet, but I do have the bottom bolts in. But as you can see, my hand is right here, and that literally gives me just enough space to go around and snug these bolts instead of going through that little access window and struggling for an hour or so like I did. Just a disconnected battery, which is under the passenger seat, and you can fish your way through there and access. Oh, there we go. Fish your way around the alternator to get access to this bolt and the bolt on the other side, which would be almost impossible to see from here. But yeah.